Hey guys, it's Sam here with 84 Visuals, and I hope y'all having a good weekend. It's already Sunday, it's almost over, but yeah, I'm just trying out a couple things here for YouTube. I'm a new videographer based out of Calgary, Alberta, Canada. I guess what got me into doing videos would have been... Okay, let's rewind it back a bit here for a second. So, I rap. I mix music. I've been looking to get some music videos done over the past couple years. However, I've been dealing with a lot of people that waste time and whatnot. There's a lot of people who are just don't have the passion. They just want the money, the quick dollar. And I'm one of those people who likes to be self-sufficient. So even with my music, instead of paying somebody to engineer and mix my music that didn't really care about the music, I learned how to do it myself. So it's time consuming and it costs money, but in the long run, that's the way to go for me. Everybody's different, and all engineers are different too. I'm not gonna go sit here and start knocking every engineer, because that wouldn't be the truth. So anyways, I felt the people that I was trying to get to shoot videos for me, maybe they just necessarily didn't like me as a person, or they were just in it for the dollar, whatever it may be. I was like, the same thing with music. I was like, well, how can I find a way to do this myself? But now I know I can't shoot my own music video. I mean, unless I got a drone flying around, and again, who's gonna work the drone? I mean, music videos is something that needs a lot of movement. It can't be sitting on a tripod like a YouTube video, for instance. I picked up a camera and I decided that I was going to maybe shoot some videos for somebody else. I don't even know what I was really thinking, but there's an artist, a local artist in the city, Clark Lean, and I mean, he's helped me get shows in the past, which I appreciate. Shout out Clark. But I told him, hey man, I'll shoot you a music video. At this time I had a Nikon D5200, I believe it was, kit lens. But I did have the Ronin M. I bought that as well, and the Ronin M was awesome. I also bought a newer Neewer. They're a good brand. That's actually the light that I'm using right now, the key light. I started out with his video. I bought a newer LCD screen, a monitor for the gimbal that I was using, because as you know, with the Ronin M, you basically need an external monitor to be able to monitor, because it's just not the same. So anyways, I shot his video in the middle of January when it was cold. It turned out well. However, I had no clue what I was doing with color grading. I had the concept in my mind and I knew the vision of how to shoot the video. I didn't know too much. However, I did know the type of music video, because I'm also an artist as well. So when I make a song and I record a song, I have a vision that I want. Any artist that has the passion and is really putting their heart into the music, they're going to automatically create a vision that they want for the video if they plan on shooting a music video for that particular song. So that's where I got the vision from. So I could see what he wanted, and I shot Clark the video. It's out on YouTube. I'll leave the description in the bio. It's my first video. And it turned out well, but I believe it's because I did a lot of research, and thank you to YouTube and all the people out there who run tutorials and give pointers and tips and tricks. It's amazing, and I really appreciate that. So shout out to y'all on YouTube. Then I realized, hey, this is I don't know too much about cameras. I haven't played with the settings as far as aperture, shutter speed, and stuff like that. So I realized that the 5200 Nikon was not a good camera, for video. And then I also realized that it was not good in low light. Could be just the kit lens as well, but I don't think that particular camera stands up properly in low light. So I sold the camera. For what I bought it for used, I sold it for. Then I was cameraless for a while. I still had my gimbal, and I still had my few little things that I bought, like a tripod and the screen. Basically, that's what I had. What I did is basically I guess you could say I went on a hiatus and I went back to making music. I dropped another album and then I shot a video. I shot a video with a local videographer here in the city. I already shot with this particular videographer before and he does great work. By all means, I'm not going to mention his name, but he does amazing work. But I feel like and maybe he just didn't like me as a person, but I feel like his mindset was not on the passion and putting together a proper video. It was more about the money, which I understand. Money is needed, but you're not going to be able to build a successful platform or business by trying to get rich off of every transaction. So anyways, he shot the video. I did the editing. At that time, I've already edited one of my other videos, which was called Fiji Water plus Clark's video, and a few little promo videos and stuff. So, I mean, by this time, I'm like 5 videos in. So I did the edits for that video. It went well. However, I wasn't too knowledgeable on the color grading yet. And also, remember, I didn't shoot this video, and I realized that throwing LUTs, and I'll make videos about this, but throwing LUTs directly onto standard picture image, so let's say for Sony, it's hard to color grade something that's already been recorded in that. Yeah, you can do a few minor adjustments, but when you're shooting in log, you get all the dynamic range and a lot more to work with, which is amazing. So anyways, the color grade wasn't great on my last video, which was called Baggage Claim. I'll leave that in the link as well, in the description. And I just realized that, you know what? I wasn't happy with the videographer at the time. I could also tell that I had a passion for this and I wanted to kind of break out of that shell. At this time I have no camera again, so I told myself, okay, now I'm going to buy a new camera. I am going to get into videography and I'm going to do it properly this time, not full time, because I work as a contractor. So basically what I did is I bought a Sony a6300, which is what I'm using for this video. I love the camera. It's a mirrorless APS-C sensor camera. I've upgraded the lenses since then, but it's a good camera and it's doing what I need it to do, and I will upgrade when the time comes. However, I bought this camera, shot a video for another local artist in the city. I shot his video with the kit lens. At this time, I purchased 2 lights off of Amazon. Again, they were newer. I really like that brand, man. I'm riding with them. I used the lights. We kind of shot in his condo and outside when it was dark, and I kind of wanted to put the lights into perspective and shoot and see what I could get going. A few issues I ran into. Although I was shooting dark, I was using a kit lens, which was not good for dark or even any type of low light. So this is something I didn't know at the time. A few things I had going against me at the time was the kit lens, number 1. Shooting in log, which you should not do at night if you don't have to. Number 2, I shot the entire video, I believe the entire video, in 120 frames per second. So all those things versus the low light, it was a recipe for disaster. Now the video was not a disaster. It was put together well, the editing was good on it, but there was a lot of grain in certain aspects, or in certain scenes of the video, due to what I just mentioned about the kit and shooting in log and trying to color grade, or just basically breaking down the footage completely. I shot that video for him. It's not out yet. It is gonna be coming out. It's a good video, man, and he's a great artist. Like, when he speaks, you feel it. And a lot of artists, or certain artists, they speak, you don't feel it. It's like you hear it, but you don't feel it. And with Cloudy, you hear it, you feel it, you know it. So shout out to Cloudy, man. We got another video we're actually shooting next week, which is going to be, I'm going to say 10 times better quality-wise, because I know what I'm capable of. So since then, I've upgraded from a kit lens to a Sony 35mm prime lens, 1.8, a Sigma 16mm, which I'm using right now, 1.4, and also a Sigma 24-70, 2.8. Beauty. That's all I need right now. Since then, I've got a light, a Godox 60L, I believe they are, S60L, SL60. It's somewhat like an aperture light. You guys, or not you guys, but I've heard a lot of people complaining about the noise. I don't hear no noise. So, and it's close to me. So shout out to Godox, man. I mean, you got to cut the costs when you can, but at the same time, you still have to invest in what you're doing, because if you want to show people you're serious, especially something that's visual, it needs to be quality from the start. People don't mind seeing you progress, just like the stories that I'm telling you now. You need to be putting that effort in. Really put that money back into their craft and make sure they have everything they need and more to really be suffice in the industry of filmmaking. So basically, that's just a quick story as to how I got into this video making stuff. Filmmaking, I guess I should say, not video making stuff. We're just slowly building here. We're in like the first stages, the early stages. I figured I would like to document my journey as a filmmaker from start all the way through. And I want to document it all from now all the way through, because then people can see basically what they would call in the hip-hop game the come up. You know what I mean? I would like y'all to see I would like you all to be able to experience and see my journey as a beginner, because I know a lot of you are beginning and a lot of you are watching people on YouTube. Shout out to Peter McKinnon. Shout out to Maddie Harpoja, I believe. I can't remember your last name, but shout out to Maddie. There's a lot of guys out there who are just killing it. YC Imaging. Even some guys from Regina, the Subtle Cinematics, like, they're doing their thing. We watched Peter McKinnon. Shout out to dude, man, because like he's got a lot of inspiration to give and a lot of knowledge to give. But sometimes it's good to see it from the eyes of the guy who's starting out. So yeah, this is a journey for us both. I'm learning. You guys want to give me some feedback, I would appreciate it 100%. You can go follow me at 84visuals. There's no dot. 84visuals. That's spelled 80, the word, 4, number 4, visuals. And we'll make some more videos. Other than that, I appreciate y'all for being here. I'll list my current equipment that I use for this setup in this description below, and I appreciate y'all for viewing. And yeah, until we meet again, let's get it.
No time for haters. I don't. Once we land, it's back to chasing paper. My life sweet like annihilators. These girls wanna have my baby. Is it my aura? Maybe. See me now, she going crazy.